I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on.
Well, thank you.
Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
It's cozy. And your furry friends are charming.
Oh, are the rats back? I thought I'd found all their holes. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
You're so sweet, Meryl.
I'm not really. If good wishes were enough, everyone in Thedas would be happy. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible Keeper. I was never that good with people.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawke. It means a lot to me.
Oh yeah. Alright, so I have decided to definitely romance Meryl. It's basically between her, Isabella, and Isabella's kind of a slut, and I don't want to get any STDs now, so I'm gonna go with Meryl. Alright, so if you watched my last video, I talked about this whole copyright ID claim thing, and to be safe, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and turn down the music of all my games I play until this is resolved. You know, this is basically what a lot of people are going to probably start doing, because music is the #1 reason why people are getting ID claimed. Cutscenes can also get ID claimed, so I don't know. If in the future I ever upload a video and it gets ID claimed because of a cutscene, I'll just go in and take it out. So if you ever see a video of mine and for some reason there's a part that is just like cut out that would have been a cutscene, it's because of, well, the ID claim. Alright, now if you're wondering why I keep my sound effects so low, it's because, and I talked about this in my last video a little bit, but if I'm in the game and I'm fighting, I don't want the sounds of combat to be like really overtaking my voice. Unfortunately, this game is kind of like Skyrim in a way, where if you have your dialogue all the way up, it can be a pain in the ass, because in the middle of combat, the people are always talking, so they're talking over me, and that gets annoying. So what I do generally is I'll go into every one of those little bits and I'll kind of turn down the volume slightly for the combat, just to kind of make it up, because the last thing I want to be doing is talking and then you hear, "Another's fallen!" Oh, Hawke says that a lot. Alright, so we are going to go to Lowtown, because there's a lot to do here. Primarily, we need to turn in a couple of those stupid fetch quests. We also need to start a new quest, which is right outside her house, and it is somewhat of an important quest. I think you have to do it to actually progress in this act. And then later on, this quest will lead to another quest, and it's pretty interesting stuff. So let's go ahead and talk to this lady.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress, but I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
Can we help this woman? This could be Mother.
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate? Oh, thank you. I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself, here in the alienage.
Them damn knife-ear racist elves.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fainriel still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
What exactly do you need me to do?
Just find him, please. Bring him somewhere safe. I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds. There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
You and Fainriel's father are not married?
Vincento had no desire for a wife or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since the day I told him. I have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Fainriel wanted to meet him.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
Magic can be a fearful gift. Your son deserves the best aid learning how to manage it.
My husband Wesley was a Templar. They're not all fanatics to be feared.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Well, alrighty. Now we can just go and complete the rest of these quests. What's crazy about this quest is that, or I guess the first thing is that it does show up in Act 2 and in Act 3, but it only shows up in Act 3 depending on what you choose to do in Act 2. But I always kind of do this quest, or at least the quest in Act 2, the bad way. And the reason why I do it the bad way is because you can actually get like some pretty cool stuff. I think you can get like a talent point or something if you do it the bad way, so I kind of do it that way because of it.
Something of yours.
Yeah, buddy. Here's another guy right over here. We can give him something.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
And we can also talk to this deadbeat over here. You know, I don't understand this. I mean, what kind of woman is this? She's talking about how she hasn't spoken to this guy since, I guess she told him that she was pregnant. She's wrote him, though, and stuff, but he's right fucking here. It's like she's living down the damn street. Why don't she come over here and slap the shit out of him? Like, come on.
Greetings, Sarah. You look like a man who'd be interested in the finest Antivan steel to grace his hand. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
Son? I have never had that privilege, Sarah. My poor wife, she's back in Antiva and cannot see me often with my travels.
Please, Sarah. I know you must fear for Fainriel, but we mean him no harm.
Hard to tell in this city who means who harm, no?
Perhaps you can set his mind at ease.
We are no Templars, Sarah. You'll find no better friend to a young, scared mage.
Maldición, you are a mage. I suppose you'd be kind then to a boy who resists being taken in by Templars?
Of course.
The boy's in over his head. So I sent him to the only man I know who doesn't despise mages. A former Templar named Samson.
Why would a Templar help him?
His conscience plagues him, having served the Templars too long. He now helps mages on the run. He stays out of sight during the day. At night, he stays near Darktown. That's the best place to find him.
Okay. He says that this guy stays near Darktown. You know what? That's a total lie. I just thought about that. In fact, this guy that he's talking about, the former Templar, he's here in Lowtown. Maybe he means near Darktown, as in the path to Darktown? Like, I don't know. He stands like right here where this guy is, but only at night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit right here, and then we're going to switch it to night. Oh, hey, I can also do the first sacrifice while I'm here. Cool. But yeah, that's really dumb. Confusing the hell out of people. Alright, but this guy is kind of shady, to be quite honest. I guess he's somewhat good because he helps mages, but if I remember right, which I don't really remember, but he isn't all that great.
Old Vincento said someone might come sniffing around. You're looking for the boy, right? Feign something. I'll tell you now, there's not much I can do for you.
I'm looking for a retired Templar named Samson.
Retired. Sounds better than burned-out husk of a Templar begging coins in the choke damp. They don't do anything to keep you, you know. You join the Order, you're free to walk away. But they're the only ones who've got the dust.
The dust?
Lyrium, an ore the dwarves mine. Magic in its raw form. You need to drink the stuff to face down the magicers. Problem is, if you ever try to stop, it just about kills you.
Is it true you give aid to apostates fleeing the Templars?
The mages I help, they're no more than children, newly discovered their magic and terrified. Barely left their mother's skirts, and now we're saying they got to be locked away for their own good. That demons are hunting them. Do you wonder they run?
You don't cooperate, and the Templars will know you're helping rogue mages.
Rogue? Is that what you should be called, just for wanting to live like a person, not a beast? Wish I could do more, but I need coin to live, and your lad Fainriel didn't have any.
I pity any mage who is forced to rely on you for protection.
I pointed him to a ship captain I know, Rayner. Sometimes he'll take on runaways. Took another apostate last week, girl I sent him. Might have gone wrong, though. I heard rumors he took the both of them captive instead.
Please tell me it's not too late to save him.
Rumor has it, Rayner had the pair of them locked inside a Keys warehouse, somewhere close to Dockside. You want to go looking? You might find the lad before he gets ransomed to the Templars. Or worse.
Yeah, see what I'm talking about? I guess he has good intentions, but to be honest, a lot of bad can come from good intentions. That's so freaking true in a lot of cases. I won't get into that, but I could make a video about how good intentions are terrible. I don't know, I have a lot to say about that, and I don't have time in this video to talk about it, but I mean, what a bastard when you think about it. He's trying to help mages, but he's sending them to fucked up people. Alright, now this is for the first sacrifice. I think this is the end of the quest. Uh-oh, there's a dude. Who could it be? I didn't get a good look at his face. Oh no. Let's go get him. Ah, demons! Oh. Okay, so let's go ahead and move back a little bit. It's gonna be so weird playing this game without music now. I'm telling you, man. YouTuber, they're fucking up. Like, they really are. Oh, let's go ahead and mark him deaf. Yeah. Definitely making everything a lot worse without the music. But, like I said, it's better to be safe than sorry. And this is just the reality that it's going to be around for a while until this is all sorted out. You know, I don't know what's going to happen with this whole YouTube ID claim thing. I personally think that maybe they'll go ahead because there's going to be, you know, so much backlash because of it. And not just from the gameplay commentators, but really from everyone. Because the ID system is so stupid. If you put any music in your video, it's a very good chance that you're going to have some problems. And the reality is that most people, they put music in their videos. And a lot of it, you know, people will go out and try to, you know, make sure that the music they put in their video is copyright free or it's okay. I have this one video that when I made the video, I, looked for a song to put in it. I found one, but it was on public domain. It's an old classical music, classical song, and it was crazy. Uh-oh, more enemies. It's crazy because now all of a sudden some company is claiming it, saying that, they own the rights to it or whatever. And I can't, so now I can't make any money off that video. And it's unfortunate because the video has 180,000 views on it. So, I mean, that's kind of lame. And this is all new all of a sudden. Like I said, I've been affected by this somewhat. But that's really the only one that is kind of surprising to me. And I even did some research to try to find out, like, what happened with the song. Because it went from being public domain to now being owned by somebody. But what's crazy is that the person who, or at least the company saying that they own the rights to it, they don't even exist anymore, or it's not even a real company. So it's like, what the hell? And this is basically happening all over the place over YouTube, where you have like certain companies or something like claiming the rights to music or to something, and either the company doesn't exist anymore, or they didn't actually even claim it. For some reason, it's just getting claimed all of a sudden because they don't really care if people use it. I don't know. It's trippy, man. And it's a real shame, but... Alright, so if you don't know what I just got there, I got some lady's hand. So that's pretty creepy. And now we can go give that hand to her husband, which is kind of wrong. You have two options there. You can either show him the hand or just kind of say, like, you don't want to know what happened, because I don't think he really wants to know. You know what, because it's night or whatever, I guess I'll go ahead and go into the Hanged Man. I could probably talk to Isabella. In fact, I think there's a quest I can do for her, or at least I could start a quest, and this will actually tie in to the docks, which I need to go to the docks for this quest for this boy. Also, this lady right here, she will also have a quest that you can do in the docks, so that's pretty awesome.
The Ferelden, eh? Athenril said you might help me. Some raider captains are having secret meetings at night in Lowtown. The job's simple. Break up the meeting and kill every one of the bastards.
That's not much to go on.
It's enough to do the job.
Just tell me where they are.
All the details are in this letter. If you manage to eavesdrop on the meeting before you kill them, there'll be extra in it for you. I'll be here.
Alrighty, definitely odd, like, that's for sure. She just says, like, oh, kill all those sons of bitches. And Hawke's like, alright, sure, why not?
Maker. I think he's ignoring me now. Hey! Is my coin not good enough for you? Oh, Hawke. Thanks for helping me with that little problem I had. You going to buy me a drink to celebrate our victory?
I don't know if that's wise.
Oh, please. Fixating on what's wise makes you forget what's fun. Oh, before I forget, are you still looking for work? Because I have a friend who needs some help.
Does it pay? I've no time for favors.
He might pay, he might not. I didn't ask. If you're not interested, don't talk to him. His name's Martin. He has a room right here in the Hanged Man. Tell him I sent you. Now, you going to leave me to my drinking or what?
Okay, yeah, that actually got me some rivalry. Oops. Maybe I should be nice to my companions so I don't have them be mad at me, but it doesn't really matter, honestly. Now, if you're gonna go talk to this fool, I would actually recommend taking Isabella and Varric with you. I think those are the only two I'm taking with me, because I know you can get some friendship, I think, from the two of them if you say the right thing to this guy up here. We can also talk to this one lady who is a friend. Remember, every time you do one of those quests to clear out like a group of bad guys in the area, you can come to her and make some money and experience. Alright, let's go talk to this guy now.
Hey, who are you?
My, you're jumpy. Look at you, cowering in a corner. What happened to the fearless, dashing raider I used to know?
I'm not a raider anymore, Isabella. I'm just an honest merchant now.
Please, Martin. You wouldn't know honest if I tied you up and spanked you with it.
Isabella's told me all about you, Martin.
Isabella. I thought I told you to be discreet.
Isabella's about as discreet as you are honest.
You've made your point. Now let's get down to business. I need someone to help me find out where the raiders have hidden my stolen cargo. This job's as easy as a peg-legged tavern wench. And there's good coin in it to boot.
What did the raiders do to you?
They closed in on my ship and forced her into the cliffs. My crew and I barely made it out alive. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
You used to be a raider. What happened?
Yes, I was a raider. Back then it was just smuggling and petty thievery. It's changed since that madman Ianto took power around here. Extortion, murder, kidnapping. He does it all. It's just not to my taste. I tried to get out, but he didn't like that. This scar on my neck, he gave it to me, slit my throat, and threw me overboard. I tried to start a new life away from this bullshit. And he has his men chase me down and steal my cargo. Bastard.
Damn. That is one tough dude. I mean, for real? He had his throat cut, and he's alive. And he was thrown in the water, too! So, that's some crazy stuff.
Why would the raiders want your cargo? Is it valuable?
How should I know why they want it? It's just spices and herbs. Nothing special.
Oh, but it is special.
I'll take care of it.
You'll need to look around the docks. The crates bear the seal of the Orlesian Port Authority, so you'll know it when you see it.
I'll find your cargo, Martin. You have my word.
I've had it with the raiders, and this cargo is the key to me getting on the straight and narrow. You're doing me a huge favor here, friend. Thank you, and be careful.
Alrighty, so yeah, that got me some friendship with Isabella. Let's go in here, and should be able to get something. What is it? Nothing special. Alright, well, I guess I'll spoil that quest for you. It's poison. It's not just spices and herbs, it's poison. Alright, so before we leave here, we should totally switch our party back. So just get rid of them. I thought Varric could maybe get some friendship out of that, but I guess I was wrong. Let's go with Anders and her. Alright, we are now good to go. Alrighty, you know what? I think I'm going to end this episode here. In the next episode, I'll probably go to the docks, and I will do those quests there. There should be like 3 or 4 quests to do. A lot of combat, so it should be fun. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, will you please like and favorite it for me? I always appreciate that. And you guys have a nice day, and peace out.